My name is Candice from Herbal Living and Healing, and I would like to show you one of my favorite routines, the Radiant Circuits. I love this routine for helping to strengthen metabolism and digestion, and it's great for restoring the circuits of the body, all the circuits of the energy systems and the neural pathways, enhancing the flow of our chi. We're going to begin by rubbing the palms together, activating the electromagnetic frequency of the hands. And then as we use the palms to trace over the body, we get to connect to our own energy systems and our blood circulation, enhancing their flow. Go ahead, and sometimes I like to place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And just take a couple deep breaths, tuning in with both areas of the body. We're always so much in the mind, but we have these two other brains, these areas of neuron activity, the heart and the gut. And it's nice to bring coherence between these three neuron activities areas so they work well together. And as we strengthen the central column of energy, we get to bring more coherence and communication between these energy centers. Now let's press in right above the pubic bone. And we're going to trace up the front of the body, allowing the hands to part and trace down, forming the shape of a heart on the torso. You can do these slow, you can do them fast, whatever feels most natural to you. You want to trace about 8 or 9 of these. Now allow the hands to travel down the fronts of the legs. We're going to squeeze the feet while we're down here, giving them a nice brief massage. And then press in right at the outer corner of the big toe. And we're going to trace up the sides of the feet, up the inside legs, all the way up to the arms, flaring down to the lower ribs. And tracing a little bit of a figure 8 motion here. That was spleen meridian, which governs metabolism and digestion, supports our immune system. And we're going to come around to the Ming Men. This is penetrating flow. So we're going to come opposite of the navel, and we're going to press in gently and then just pull apart, giving a little massage in the lower back as we work our way around the circle like a clock. Come down to sacrum and give the sacrum a massage. Up over the hips to that pubic bone, coming up the central line into the jaw. Some figure 8s on the jaw, and hold. Some nice deep breaths while you think about the things and the people, the places that bring happiness, joy, and peace to your life. Now we're going to allow the hands to trace up the face, over the crown of the head, down through the occipital region into the neck. And we're going to allow one hand to trace figure 8s on the back of the neck, working your way into the shoulders. And then we're going to go ahead and bring one hand to the middle of the back, one hand to the lower, and we'll do alternating figure 8s. Continuing that pattern down the back. I find this exercise to be very helpful to support back pain as we get the energies to cross and move in the back. And we're going to allow the hands to part, flowing through the glutes, down the backs of the legs. Go ahead and give a little massage to the Achilles tendon while we're down here. This exercise really helps to move energy, and sometimes the energy can get stuck in the feet. So really take the moment every time we bend over to give the feet a little squeeze and a massage. And I like to focus on the gates, the fleshy area between the bones on the tops of the feet that lead to the toes. Energy gets stuck here as it flows off the toes. And so this will help prevent sore feet later. Pressing in at spleen, tracing up the inside of the foot and legs, all the way up through the side torso, flaring down, figure eights. Healing and strengthening spleen. Ming Men, opening up our gate of life, working around the clock. Coming down to sacrum, up over the hips, up the central line to the jaw, and hold. Noticing that deep penetrating flow, flowing up the central column into the jaw and into the back of the throat. We're back to the yin pathways, the front and the inside of the body. We're going to use our fingers to trace up the inner part of the face and parting coming down towards the jaw and chin. Use the fingertips to press in on the corners of the mouth, the nose, and the eyes as you trace up. And we're going to continue down to the heart. You can hold for a breath. Next, you're going to breathe in as one hand goes out, and you're going to trace up into the shoulder and down the inside of that arm, and squeezing off the fingers. Coming back to heart on the other side, tracing down and squeezing off your fingers. Traveling down the front of the body, squeezing the feet while we're down here, tracing up spleen, some figure eights, penetrating flow, opening up Ming Men, the gate of life. We do this penetrating flow pattern between all the other patterns because it takes their benefits deeper into the body through the central channel. Sacrum, up over the hips, up the front of the body to the jaw, and hold for 2 to 3 breaths. The yang pathways, the back and outside of the body. Palms are going to travel up the face, through the crown of the head, down to the shoulders, and hang off. Next breath in, breathing out, coming down to the heart. Breathing in, tracing up both shoulders. It's like you're giving yourself a hug. Coming down and squeezing off the hands, especially off the ring finger, because we just traced triple warmer smoothie and that calms the stress response. Very relaxing. We're going to bring our arms around back and we're going to travel down the back of the body. Massaging the Achilles tendon. Squeezing the feet. Coming up spleen. Penetrating flow. Sacrum. Up over the hips, up central line, into the jaw, figure eights, and hold. Thinking happy thoughts. You may begin to notice a strong flow of energy flowing up the center of the body, into the jaw. It feels amazing. Now the belt flow. We're going to take one hand and we're going to bring it around to Ming Men. The other hand's going to come over to the hip. We're going to use the waist turning motion to help bring the arms across effortlessly. And we're going to repeat this about 9 times. And as you do your final one, you're going to travel down off the legs and feet and give a little shake off. Now we're going to travel up spleen again since we're down here. Might as well. And now the other side, coming around to Ming Men and the hip. Turning the waist, swiping across. This helps to encourage more energy in the belt flow. So this supports a lot of our organ functions, including elimination and detoxing, digestion, hormone balancing, reproduction. And we're going to flow down off the other leg, tracing up spleen. And we'll do penetrating flow one last time. Opening up that Ming Men. Really releasing any energy that's accumulating in the lower back. Sacrum. Up the central channel to the jaw. Hold. You can either keep your hands here, or you can even conclude by bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Taking a couple more nice deep breaths, tuning in with the energies here.